looks like we are alive. Oh shit, I got my fucking messages up. Okay. Whatever, nobody's here. Let me just grab this link here. You should be seeing my game stream.
You're all set.
Stream. All right. So wow. Okay. So everybody should be able to see that I'm that I'm live. Except you can see this. Okay. Let me hang on just a second. Hold on a minute. I need to rearrange my windows so that you don't see shit you're not supposed to see. And I'm going to just send everybody this link. Anybody who might want to watch. Somebody just said porn. No, there was no porn on my computer. You guys wish. Alright, yeah, so I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to get started because I have a lot of work to do. Let me know if this music's too loud, by the way. Yeah, I don't know how that music sounds. Let me know if it's too loud. Anyway, yeah, let me go back. Okay, there we go. Now we should be good. Yeah, so I'm not going to waste any time getting started here. I have a lot of work to do. We're working on... This is a section of the map that's very large. So we're going to be doing a lot of mapping today. And I guess I'll kind of explain what I'm doing. Sorry if this is weird. It's just my first stream where I've actually talked about what I'm doing while I'm doing it. It's going to be kind of difficult for me. But I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this map here because I need a entrance to this area. Because this is not the entrance, this is the main lobby. And essentially this map right here, oh, not this map. Okay, so essentially this map right here is, comes before, and there's this one tile entrance here. But you go down here and this map is 4 tiles. So I need an entrance map that converts this from 1 tile to 4 tiles. Yeah, I know, I just haven't shaved my shit beard because I'm lazy. But yeah, so I'm gonna get on that real quick. What I'm gonna do is this map is gonna go from 50 with 50 by 25 to 17 by 13, which is the lowest it can go to. And yeah, so this is gonna be, we'll call this background 0. And so obviously we're just gonna get rid of this whole thing that's going on here. Music is loud. Okay. I might change it to lo-fi anyway. I turned it down. Let me know if it's still too loud. But if you couldn't hear what I'm saying, basically, we want to... This map right here, okay, this map right here goes into this area. But this is the area it goes into. and I need to change a 1-tile entrance into a 4-tile entrance. So so we're starting off with kind of an easy thing, but we're gonna have to look and see kind of exactly what this looks like. All right, so we're looking at like a pathway like this here, and I might have this. To be honest, I might have this be a double door entrance. So what I can do is I can just change this here. This will make it better. This will be easier. Change this. This is going to get copied and pasted. And this is also going to get copied and pasted. And so now we can start off this way. Okay, so we got... Alright, there we go. So... we got that, and then... we can continue from here, and this will open up into like that. Okay. Except these will be red tiles. And do we need tables on the sides? I don't know if we do. Because this looks ominous on its own, but it might set the mood for what you're going into if there's actually... let me just see what this looks like. If I grab 2 tables here and I fill them with wine and stuff. Alright, I'm going to keep it like this for now until later on I end up hating it and changing it. So we got, all right, so this is going to be the entrance point. And we're gonna let the player off right here on both of these. To bathhouse 0. I'm not going to work on the actual story elements as not to like spoil the game, but I will work on mapping. I'm going to work on map transitions. For essentially most of the stream probably is going to be just making this area's maps. And then I'm going to move on to some character ability animations. But that should take quite long as it is. Should be, yeah, it should take the majority of the stream to just do that. So all right, so we have this is gonna go back here obviously, and then we can just, what are you doing? Okay, there we go. This is some goofy music. Quit my job to become a producer. Okay, anyway. Yeah, this isn't very interesting yet. I just didn't make these transitions. It's just a lot of copying and pasting. And going through and saying, you know, I want the player to end up here. If they go into this one, I want them to end up here. A lot of clicking around. And in this particular instance, I'm just gonna do this for now. Let the player leave back out of the bathhouse. I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know if that's gonna be a thing that stays. I don't know if I'm going to let the player leave, but for now I'm just gonna do it just so I have it there, so I don't like forget and then go to playtest and I'm like, fuck, I can't get back out. goofy Alright, now we're gonna get into the meat of it, which is I need essentially a whole another area up here. Essentially it's gonna work like a kind of loop around this courtyard area that's in the middle, so I'll have to work on that today too. But I'm gonna get this map this map up here is gonna be finished first, just so I can get the difficult parts over with, because these side maps here aren't very expansive. There's not a lot going on, and this is an issue right here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so this is what I'm gonna do. Copy and paste this. Alright, here we got bathhouse 3. This is, instead of height 25, this is gonna be height 40. And we're gonna, a lot of this is gonna be, it's gonna go away. So this pathway is gonna actually continue all the way up. And we don't want that shadow right there, but it should go away when we take the blocks away. I'm not gonna worry about the pillars just yet. I kind of get all in my own head about, you know, there's a certain process I do this, how I do this, you'll see it. But why is this like this? This is not supposed to look like that. Oh, okay. I just did that just now. I thought that was on the other map. These two red strips of tile were not supposed to be here in the original map, but thankfully they're not, so we're all set. And in the original map, this comes up and there's walls here, so that's okay. Not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with that. I actually have an idea for this. But I'm going to actually make this narrower. Not 230, just 30. And we're gonna just scratch all of this, and yeah, this is just gonna all be done from scratch. I want a section where you are climbing up the sauna. Yeah, I want there to be a section like that. So I'm gonna just have this first part be, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is 6. So there's 6 tiles. 6 of these tiles. Okay. Width is 30. So you're gonna do it. We got to do a little bit of math here, pretty much. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we can start here. 6. That looks about the middle. Okay, so this is gonna go up to here, and then there's going to be, oops. There's going to be, you'll see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have this part be walls. This is going to be walls. I do have a vision. All right. So I don't think it's obvious what I'm doing yet, but I think it kind of will be in a second. I'm just gonna have stairs coming up like this, and so this. That looks a little odd the way it is now, but I'll fix it later. This looks fine. So there's going to be a large wall here. There's going to be 2 stairwells and a... Hang on a minute. No, this needs to be one larger. Okay, I found out why these stairwells look out of place. It's because these just simply aren't high enough. So this is ascending towards the courtyard, essentially. And then after this, there's going to be there's going to be no more stairs, and you're going to have to climb. Yeah, you're going to have to climb a ladder. And this is going to be all stone here. So it'll kind of look like we're in hell, and then you get to... Yeah, okay, so this is where we have the trippy section. And we need to get some ladders in here. I typically don't add them in until I get like to this actual section, but like to this second B section of the map sprites. But since this, I have to add events to these ladders, I'm just putting them in now so I don't forget. I'm gonna experiment with something. I don't know if it's gonna be ugly though. Test out if it is right now. Okay, that actually looks pretty nice. I'm gonna keep it like this. Unfortunately, there's no quick way to do this. Yeah, this is just a tedious way to do this, but we have to do it this way. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I will be right back. I'm gonna go get a coffee, but I'm gonna give you guys something to look at. Let me just find something for you guys to look at. Okay, here you can look at. You can look at. You can look at these sprites here. These wine sprites. And I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So, yeah. I want the player to be climbing kind of through this section of the map. And I think I'm just going to have this be... If I shorten this to like here, I think this might be better. I can make this look kind of cool. Yeah, this is gonna be the boring part. Like I said, there's no fast way for me to do this. I just kind of have to, if I want to get this look, I kind of just have to place the tiles. It's just the limitations of the engine. But basically, there's going to be another ladder, just one more ladder, up to this next floor. And then we're going to get into the fun part of how the animations work, like how the ladder animations work. So hopefully that'll be a little bit more interesting for you guys to look at, is how, you know, Monty's actually animated. And actually we're going to make this different. So you get up here, this is going to be a different texture. I'm gonna go with this, and we're gonna have these walls be that. Okay, so that's fine. And then for the end of the map, I'm gonna use, what do I want to use? I'm gonna use these bricks again, and just have it be like. Wait a minute. What am I fucking doing? I was gonna put another ladder up here. Okay, so we need to... Okay, I'm gonna do something, and if it doesn't work the way I'm hoping it does, I'm just gonna forget it. Okay, so yeah, forget it. So I'll just have the courtyard be surrounded by a certain amount of the bathhouse on all sides, and that'll just be all ingrained into one map. So when you do hit up this ladder here, you'll be transitioning into another map. But you're not even gonna be able to get into the courtyard. I think you'll be able to see it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna have it so you can't get into the courtyard, but you can walk around it and see it to a certain extent. Alright, so before we actually do the animations though, I do need to flesh out this map. So, you know, with bathhouse things. So I was thinking, like, we can have the baths in this section be slim. So like right here and right here. And the idea is you're kind of, you know, walking up the stairs to either get into a bath or to climb up to the next level to get into a different bath. So like, for example, right here, we'd have the bath right here. The tables would be, they just need to be in a way that's not blocking the player's movement. So like, let's say we have tables that are down here for these ones. Actually, no, that looks a little off. So I'm gonna put them up here instead. Yeah, so that works. So we can have the tables up here, and then like, for example, I think up here is a good place for like a big bath. So then we get to have pretty much tables all around and end tables. Let me just go ahead and do this so I don't forget that there are supposed to be end tables. And we can have, essentially the idea of this whole area is that the rooms are saunas kinda, and then there are baths in them. So it's like the idea of playing with human temperature in essentially a way that's pleasurable. That's the whole point of bathhouses anyway, right? It's like, so that's why there'd be these kind of heaters here. So these are kind of supplying the heat to the room, and the water's cool, and then you get out and step out and it's like a sauna, and you're constantly transitioning from hot to cold. So that's the idea. And so probably wouldn't hurt to put another 1 or 2 heaters here. We're gonna go with 2 because it'd be off center if I only put 1. Oh, the only issue is I fucked this up big time. I could just straight up, hold on. I could just straight up take out these stairways right here. Or maybe I'll just move them up. That's what I'll do. I'll move them up. Alright, and I'm gonna add just some tables on the sides here. And anywhere around the pools there needs to be closets and towels, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. We're about to though. Okay, so I actually forgot to add. I made these windows, these stained glass windows and these normal windows, but I don't know if I'm going to even get to use them. I'll just see how this looks. That looks fine. I'll keep those ones there. And okay, so yeah, now we're just working on the details. So pretty much besides every bath is gonna be, if I can find a place for it, these are the smaller ones, so we'll just put like 3 here, 3 here, and where are the towels? Okay, here we go. So we probably just need a line here, just pretty much right behind the baths, the hot tubs. And then we'll just have the drawers be here. Essentially the purpose of the drawers is that they contain more towels. I don't know if I should have some red on the side. That looks fine. Basically how I'll make maps is I have a priority list of what needs to be in the map, and then after I have everything that needs to be there in the map, then I'll kind of just be like, whatever, I'll throw this and that in. have the towels next to the sauna on this top section. Oops. Okay, that works. What else can we stuff into this area? We do need, I am going to put some end tables here. I guess I'll put, for these ones, I'll put it here since it'd be blocking the player if it were anywhere else. I'm actually going to, hold on. I'm just going to grab some tables and put them, okay, hold on. I kind of fucked this up. Okay, so I'm actually going to get rid of these. And then I'm going to put some tables here. Because the player is not supposed to be able to get back here. And just that looks weird, so I'm going to have to figure out something else to put here to block the player. I guess an end table looks a little more natural. Yeah, like I said, I'll do everything like this, and then we go on to the decorative stuff, like these fucking vases. Don't even ask me what they're for. I just made them. TVs. Like up here in front of the pools. All right, yeah. See, so in the beginning, this looked, you were like, "What the fuck is he making?" And now you're like, "Oh, I get it." So this is just a multi-layer room of this bathhouse where essentially there's just more of what's going on here. This place looks crazy though, so it's a good thing though. It's like Lego. Yeah, I mean, I think for me, this is like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of making the maps. Do you have to place hitboxes? So in RPG Maker, how the hitboxes work is essentially it doesn't work by you manually doing the hitbox. It works by how big. It works by the amount of pixels that is within one tile. So I click on one tile here, and that is the hitbox, right? So essentially, Monty cannot cross. You can walk on these tiles, but Monty can't walk past this dresser, like over it. So the way that works is, I'll show you. So you can see all my tile sets here. Now I have a specific bathhouse tile set, and you set whether the tile is walkable, non-walkable, and so X means it's not walkable. An O means it is walkable, and I'll just do this. So you can do X and O, and then if you go to B or C, you can make it one of them a star, which means that you can walk across them, except that when you do, that object will be prioritized, meaning that if, like, for example, if this bed tile was a star and then I had Monty walk over it, you wouldn't see Monty walk over it, you'd see him walk into it and then the bed be on top of him, essentially. So that's how hitboxes work in RPG Maker. And I kind of prefer it because I don't need to make it's not so specific. Like, I don't need to make it in this type of game so that the hitboxes are super specific, but in a game like Flood of Bangate, I will have to do that. So it's probably not going to be on this engine. But yeah, so what's happening essentially is that all these walls here are marked X. All these props are marked X. The pools you can't walk into them, but the stairways, the ladders, anything that's marked as an O is programmed to be prioritized. So for example, like if you put a ladder or a stairwell over a wall block, you will still be able to go up those tiles if they're marked as 0, just only up the ladder or only up the stairwell. So it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out right now whether I want to put more stuff in this map, whether I need pillars in this map. I think pillars fit here more than they do in this map. Okay, so we're gonna work on the animations now, but actually before I do that, I'm just gonna get this done real quick. We do need to make map transfers, so that's no fun, but whatever. I'm gonna try to do it as quickly as possible. We still need to go into all these and make sure they're going to the correct locations. I was thinking about trying to make my own script that'll do it for me. Like trying to, you know, find a way to attach maps together in that way to say, you know, hey, if this event is here, then the player will always, you know, be in like this location, for example. But I'm not going to do that because if I ever have to revert that code for any reason, that's its own thing. And I don't want to make my life harder than it already is, so I'm patient. I can do it this way. Nope. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And then just the same thing for the other map. Not much to talk about when it comes to this. I can explain. Alright, I'll explain how the transfers work in a second. Alright, so I put an event here that just says so trigger is player touch. If the player, which basically means that if a player touches an event, like by walking into it, it activates. And it's just simply running. This is just a transfer player. It's just a command that lets you, you know, click a map, click where you want to put the player. So, for example, for this one, since it's on the 4th tile down, I want the player to be transferred to the 4th tile down on this other map. So for each one of these, I kind of have to manually say, regardless of whether I copy and paste them, I have to manually say what exact tile of the other map that they're being placed on. Alright, all set with that. So now that we got that transferred down, I can go over the ladder animations. So I typically copy and paste them, but for the stream's sake, I'll go over exactly how they're made. So I'm just gonna make a new event here. And this is going to be another player touch one, just like the transfer. And we're going to say I'm gonna go here. We're gonna say set move route player, and the graphic is gonna change to Monty, the default Monty. So the reason why this is the default Monty is because when you're coming off of the ladder, you want to be changed back to your walking sprite. So at the top and at the bottom of the ladder, there's an event which triggers you to change back to normal. But then when you get on the ladder, like right here, it's going to be player touch, and the graphic is going to be changed to, let me see if I remember exactly what it was. I've been copying and pasting them a lot. So it's going to be, I think it's called something abstract. Oh no, it's just called Monty Ladder. Yeah, so here we have Monty Ladder. And it's just going to be changed to that by player touch. And then we do the same thing here. So you're walking, you have your walk animation going. When you first touch this first tile, it just changes you to your walking animation. So at the start, if you're going up the ladder, when you hit this tile, nothing happens. But when you hit this tile, you'll see Monty climbing, and then you hit this tile at the top, and then you're transferred back to your walking animation. So that works vice versa too. So you're coming this way, you hit this tile, nothing happens, but then once you get on the ladder, your animation is forcibly changed to be Monty climbing down the ladder. So when you're climbing down too, hang on a minute. I actually forgot how I did this. Oh, okay. All right. I had a little bit of a brain fart there. So when you're on a ladder tile, there is a specific there's a specific code that says that you already have to be facing toward the ladder. So for a second I was like, wait a minute, why would I have not added a line that says, oh, you know, Monty needs to be facing upward when he's coming downward? But whatever. It doesn't matter. So yeah, so we're just gonna copy and paste this, and it doesn't matter. These are both the same thing. And so for this ladder, we're going to do the same thing. It's just going to be going on between two different maps. So we can see this in action. We can see what we just made. Oh, hold on a minute. I gotta do something before we do that. So what I'm doing here is to avoid having to do, there's a whole event that happens here. So what I do a lot is to avoid having to do this part of the game over again. I'll click an event here in a place that I'll remember. So in front of this tree, and then I say action button. So when you press space or enter, it will happen. And essentially when you click the action button, I'm just going to put a temporary event here that transfers you directly to this room that we're in, so that I can actually go through it and show you what we've just worked on without having to actually, number one, spoil anything, and number two, without actually having to do that whole part of the game. So when I move down here, so we put it right under this tree, I click enter, we're transferred right to this room. And you can see what we just did. and see if there's any bugs with it. So you can go up the stairs right here. It doesn't really matter. But we're going to take the ladder. And as you can see, you know, we come down to this tile, nothing happens. But as soon as we go onto the ladder, we're holding the ladder, we're climbing up and down the ladder. And then we're back off of it, because from here, our sprite gets changed back to the original Monty and vice versa. You can also, when you're on the ladder, this is something you can do that's part of the game. I just didn't see anything wrong with being able to do this. When you're on a ladder or a rope, you can also turn left and right. I don't see anything wrong with doing that. I don't see why I would remove that out of the game. But you cannot turn down. That is something that is you know, obviously why would you be able to turn this way if you're climbing a ladder that way? But anyway, yeah, works the same here. Only issue is, since we haven't added a map up here yet, we can't actually get up here. But we can do this, and everything works as intended. So we're just working on the maps for now. I'm not going to get into or start working on whatever plot is going to happen at this section, because that's some goddamn spoilers. Anyway, let me get my damn Trap Beats 24/7 radio back on. You called it? Called what? Alright, so I'm not going to work on the courtyard map just yet, because that's like a big ass fucking map. So we're going to work on the two maps that are adjacent on either sides to here. That you're just going to be able to walk into. One of them is going to have a locked gate. One of them isn't. Or I think... The thing is, I'm just going to make these maps first. Then I'm probably going to plan how you're going to get around in these maps. Because the thing is, that's part of the, you know, plot of the game. And I'm not going to... You know, because you're going to know, as soon as you get to this area, when you're playing the game, you're going to know, oh, I can't go this way yet, or I'm supposed to go that way. Yada, yada, yada. So I'm not gonna get into that. I'm just going to make the maps. So again, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna grab this one, copy paste, get rid of these events here. Don't worry, our other map is safe. And then this is gonna be bathhouse 4A, and then the right side is gonna be bathhouse 4B. This is gonna be a little bit bigger than this. We'll try 27 by 23. That might, I don't know these dimensions. I'm just kind of guessing. Okay, so yeah, that should work. And so we got a one by one tile entrance here. So first of all, we want to get rid of this. And we're going to have you enter in kind of like this. Alright, I'm going to have this look like that. And there's going to be a gate there. You'll see what I mean. Or I might not put the gate there just yet. Alright, but there's a lot of black going on in this in this map, so I'm gonna probably change that. Just trying to get figure out how the layout's gonna be. This is gonna be. I'm just gonna make these stat texture. I think that's easier than what I was trying to do. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna make this go like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna do this so that everything is more symmetrical. And this section of the map is gonna come up here. I mean, we gotta stay faithful to this one tile wide entrance here. I'm actually gonna have this come down in sort of a stairway like so. It's not really a stairway, it's just the wall. So like, for example, we'll just say this is a private hot tub. So the hot tub will be here. Oops, that's a weird looking hot tub. Hot tub will be here. Tables will be around here. I'll just make the end table on the sides. Oh, I forgot very important features of this map. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, we need. I forgot a shit ton of things in this map. Mainly just all the alcohol. So here we go. I just typically grab the sprites that I need and I'll put them, around. Because this is like, okay, these are the, full bottles that are kind of just sitting there. And then we'll grab these two. Kind of shove them around. I'm gonna put some wine glasses here. And I have all these different versions of the wine and the wine glass sprite, so I can put them on the different sides of the hot tubs. So, for example, I want one where the wine is behind the wine glass this way. So, like, let me just show you. So, we have ones where the wine is in front of the wine glass, like so. We have ones made for this side of the tub, so that the wine glass is here. We have a filled wine glass that's also on that side, one that's on this side. So we have top, bottom, side, both sides, all that good stuff. We have wine glasses sitting on their own, just so I can get every angle and it looks believable. So like, for example, here we want, we want to have wine glasses be toward the bottom because the tub is here. Then on so same deal here. Then on this side, we want wine glasses to be on the left. We want them to be on the right here, and then on the top for this one. And if we have all that, we should be all set. And every once in a while, I'll just put a spilled one. There's not going to be really anything else in this room. I mean, this is like the, I'm not going to make a map look natural and naturally with all kinds of stuff going on if it's supposed to be a lavish bathhouse, right? Because, like, for example, we'll go back to these maps here. They got shit everywhere, like trees everywhere, rocks everywhere. It's because we're outside in like a, like a dead forest area. But in here, right, things are sleek on purpose, so we want it to look sleek. Except for like the alcohol, there's nothing else really going on that isn't intended to be there. So like I'm not gonna put a random rock in like a section of a bathhouse that's still active, by the way, which I fucked this up, so let me fix it. I was supposed to do... This is why we stick to the original order. Oh my god. Anyway, let me redo this whole thing, because I screwed it up. And there we go, now we're good. Yeah, and so I'll have these 3 different colored tile sets to... Did I really just put the wrong one? I put the wrong one. Oh my god. There we go, now it's correct. But I'll have like 3 different versions of the floor tiles so that the maps can be very decorative. For example, this is going to border the entire bath. There's going to be a path that kind of goes up here, and then on the sides we're going to have this sort of action going on, and then that makes it just look interesting. And then we have a discrepancy here. Alright, so I'm just gonna have it be like this then. Oh Jesus, that looks fine. Because over here there's gonna be, over here there's gonna be, I think I'm just gonna get rid of this corner because there's no use for it to be here. And I'm going to add red drawers over here. Okay, all the drawers will be here. Towels will be in the other side, because it's only one pool, so we don't need like 2 sides of both. And we got a wall of towels here. TV would be on the other side, so we don't need one. Decorations, I guess we'll put some here. And I can also put pillars on this map. That would look good. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna replace these with pillars. That looks better. And so essentially for the other side, it's just gonna be this map again, but flipped. And with kind of different shit going on. But what sucks about RPG Maker is I can't just flip the map. So I have to like basically remake the whole thing, but it's fine. I'm trying to think of what else I want in this room. I don't think I really need to put anything else in it besides the alcohol. Alright, so I'm going to start with these, with the wine glasses. And then we'll go with these. And that looks pretty good. Oh, I forgot. I made like... I wonder where this would fit in. I wonder if we could make... this place look... I don't know if that really fits. Like just... this gold, this wealth by these pools. I think it looks fine. I don't think it's gonna fit in this room though. This room is like really dark and sleek looking. Oops. Now we go through the routine of the transfers. Luckily for us, there's only one point. There's only one event in both these maps that are actually allowing the transfer. Alright, so I'm actually gonna just take a quick snip of this. So I have it. And then we're gonna keep that while we make the other map. Of course, we're still gonna copy and paste this one. And this is gonna be Bathhouse 4B. Same idea here. I might change a little bit around just to make it look different. But it's not going to really help me to go off of this design. I just do better off following the... Hold on, let me see if there's a way I can flip this to just make this easier. I'm going to put it in GIMP real quick and just put it over my one of my existing tile sets. Temporarily, of course. Unless that's not going to work. Why would that not work? There's no image data in the clipboard to paste. What are you talking about? Yes, there is. I literally just took a snip of something. There we go. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm just going to scale this down and then flip it so that... And there we go. Now I'm going to move this over here. Okay. Now I have a complete, accurate image of what I'm going to be making here, just flipped around. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then that's about 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right here. 9. And then there's 3. 1, 2, 3. This comes back down. And there should be 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're in business. 1, 2, 3. That should be about right. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, and then okay, that works. So we got the 2. Wait, no, that's not there. Okay, it's still gray. And shoot that up here. And then we can just go ahead and bucket fill these. Nope, not bucket fill that. Oh, shit. There we go. Now we can bucket fill these. And we're in business. And now I don't need this anymore. Actually, I do. I still do need it. Even if you're not like a good artist by memory or whatever, there's a lot of just tricks you can learn to just make it so much easier for yourself. Just make it so you don't have to worry at all about certain things. That, like, in the beginning when I first started making games, I was like, I can't do this shit, this is impossible. And then I still didn't really learn how to do it the correct way. I just kind of learned how to cheat my way into making something look really good. And to be honest, I think that's the way most people do it. That's pretty much all that's in this map. So as far as where the alcohol is placed, that'll be the only thing that'll be good if it looks different. So I'm gonna try my best to make it look different. Yeah, I mean, whatever. That's about as unique as I can make it look. And once again, we just do this transfer here from Bathhouse 1. This is getting a bit complicated now. Alright, so I think I'm going to break for a tiny bit, and then we're going to work on animations. That's the second thing on the bucket list, is animation work. Because I gotta get all these damn moves done that I want, you know, all these animations, all these, you know, attack animations done that I want to get done. So I don't have to worry about them when the time comes. Also, programming the moves is like programming how the attacks work is something you're also going to see me do. But I'll be right back. I will... What's something you can look at? I'll just put this map back up and you can look at it because it's cool. I might switch to something. I'm gonna switch to different music. I'm going to switch to Alright, let me know if that's too loud. What's up? Alright. So, like I said, we're moving on to animations. I have... Oops. Yeah, some of this stuff is spoilers, but I have basically a whole list of Monty, whole list of Connor. We're going to start with that. So for example, right here, don't ask what those other images are, they're just for something else I was working on. So like for example, I have to work on Cannonball 2, the move Cannonball 2. And okay, so I need to program Connor's move too. But I'm gonna probably work on mostly animations, not the actual moves themselves, but I'll do some of the actual moves themselves. Like for example, something like Cannonball 2 is easy because I could just take this and have it, you know, be more profound, and it's pretty easy to just take something and then elaborate on it. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. So this is gonna get copied and pasted. This is gonna be called Cannonball 2. So first thing we need to do is this. Okay. Temporarily, I'm going to get rid of this so that we can actually see what's going on here. And we're going to use a different attack effect. It's probably going to be this one. This is going to be a different color too. Reddish. And that'll help with impact. And sound effects will help with impact too. I think I'm going to change the animation. Hold on. And we need, so the screen is going to flash red instead of white. Okay, and we need to change the sound effects, and a little bit of how Monty is moving here so that it looks way crazier. He's coming up from up here instead of over there. But this is like an easy thing to do because I'm just changing what I already had. So now, so you can see there's already, you know, you're coming here at one point, now you're coming from all the way up here. Add a sort of a zinger sound effect here. It's probably going to be damage 4. Damage 4 never fails me. also add. What should we add? So from here we go from I can add a drama hit too, that'll make it better. Because this only goes up to Cannonball 2. So this has to be like cool. And there we go. Let me make this a little bit louder here so you can hear it better. Yeah, there we go. So we go from Cannonball to now its stronger version. Yeah, I think that should be good enough. And then we can do the same thing here. So I already have the move for Cannonball right here. So we can just grab it. This will be Cannonball 2, not Cannonball 23. And flying full body attack, very strong but tends to miss. So that description can stay the same, but the actual combo for it is different. WDSAA. So I'm not actually programming anything here. This is just the description, so it's going to be telling you that you have to use this combo to do the move, but I haven't put that into the game yet, so I'll show you how I do that in a second. But we got to figure out the actual aspects of this move here. So it used to cost 60, which compared to Fireball 3, it was stronger and costed a little more. So first of all, we gotta change this to the Cannonball 2 animation. Monty comes crashing down. 70% success rate, so for this move, we're just gonna turn it up to 80. It's still gonna... actually, no, I'm gonna keep it at 70 because I think it'd be too strong if it was an 80% success rate. So comparatively to here from Fireball 3 and Fireball 4, we have like a 30% attack damage difference. I don't know if I'm going to do the same here. I think that might be a little too OP, but we will test the move out. So I think we're going to do A attack 90 and B defense 2. And the MP cost compared to... yeah, so we're probably going to do like a 140 MP cost here. That's the only way this shit wouldn't just be broken as hell. Alright, so what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna show you this first. This is Monty's actual class sheet. This is the moves he can do. And then we're gonna add here that at level 55 he gets... where is it? He gets Cannonball 2 at level 55. This right here is how the battle... like the options in battle are shown up. So essentially, your top option as the character Monty is skill 390, which if you go and look here, that's Crimson Fu. And then it's the skill list. So it'll, you know, say skills and then items. So that's how that gets formatted. These are his starting parameters. So now he can actually do the move, but we still haven't made it so that you can do it with combos yet. So I need to do that. So in order to do that, I just go into the notes here, and then we're gonna say combo special, and then it's going to be, what was it? WDSAA. So that's going to be RZYXX. So RZYXX, and then it's going to be move number 414. And now we're telling the game to use move 414, which is Cannonball 2, if the player picks Crimson Fu and inputs that combo. So now what's going to happen is, if we go into battle real quick with somebody, so like if we just go to a test battle, or let me grab something. Let me just grab Josephina's fight, and we're gonna change Monty to level 55. Can you guys, hold on, can you guys still see? Okay, yeah, you can still see. I checked the stream. So now we're gonna go in and see that Cannonball 2 is there, WDSAA, so the player's gonna see that and go, okay, that's the combo. WDSAA. And then it does a fucking shit ton of damage if it lands. But Cannonball doesn't always land, so it also costs a shit ton of. Hold on, actually, let me see that again, because I need to see how much energy Monty has at that time relative to the move. Thank you. So, okay, we might actually want to make that cost more. But anyway, as you can see, you know, we don't have to use the combo. But even on its own, it's gonna do fucking, oh shit, it missed. So you see what I mean there. We have Joe punching Joe. But anyway, yeah. So that's how Monty's moves work. At least we don't need to do the combo dial thing for any other character as of now, because they don't use combos. So. Alright, so we're going to move on here, and I have, okay, this one's going to be a little bit different. I need to find, as you can see, my shit is so unorganized. Alright, so here's Connor. So I'm going to use the tell a story as pretty much the, I'm going to use tell a story as a template for this. And I think I transferred Connor's moves to all the way down here. Yes, I did. Okay. So this is going to be tell a joke instead. So this is going to be a bit different here. did I screw this up? This is supposed to be 10, that's why. 10. 11. 12. Why? Okay, you're actually supposed to be 12. You're supposed to be 11. Dude, what the fuck? 10. Try this instead. I'm just doing the sound effects first. You'll see what I'm going to do in a second. So we're going to go to animations and we're going to open up. This uses Connor Talk. Okay, that's an entirely different sprite sheet. Uh-oh. That's no good. We gotta restart GIMP now. Oh my god. Okay. I don't have to worry about discarding changes because I've already exported everything. Gotta love when it does that to me. There we go. Now I can show you this. Okay. So we want to make it so that there's another yeah, I know these sprites look rank. I know. It's kind of the point, but it's also I made these when I first started making this game. So we're just gonna copy and paste this guy. Bring him all the way over here. And we'll figure out if this is the right placement pretty soon. I think it is. Okay, anchor that, and we are going to make him be laughing. Just bear with me here. It's a little bit of a difficult process sometimes. But yeah, we're basically gonna give him a troll face. And for now, I'm just gonna have this middle section be... gonna have this be black for now. Okay, so what needs to happen here is this needs to be a little different. That looks fucking creepy. His mouth is too wide. So get rid of this bottom section. Yeah, and you guys wonder why there's no release date to this game. It's because I spend a fucking hour trying to make this guy's smile look acceptable. So let's grab a whitish yellow color for the teeth. And to make it look like teeth, we need... Oh shit, is this indexed? Yeah, it's indexed. Oops. Okay. And shit. Okay. This kind of doesn't look right no matter how I slice it. I'm screwing this up here. This does actually need to have a lower portion. Because like without that it doesn't look like there's a real smile going on. I'm just gonna for now do this in black. Okay, I mean whatever. I think right now it's gonna look better in black than in anything else. I don't put a lot of focus on these sprites because they show up in the animations in the fight scenes for like a split second. So I don't hold a lot of importance to making them look the cream of the crop in terms of how the rest of Local58 looks. But they still have to look like, you know, pretty good. But that looks like he's laughing. I also gave him a mole for some reason. Get that out of there. So we can go ahead and just overwrite this. And now we have, on Tell a Joke, we have another... Why is this here? It's not supposed to be there. So instead of this sprite, it's going to be the laughing version. And you can't see it very well right now, but you will. Set blending to normal, and then popular femboy VTuber Tsunabi and my boss says hi. Well, I don't know what that means, but hello. So I'm actually surprised we got the sprite positioning pretty much correct on the first try. I don't feel the need to really move it at all. It's only like a pixel different from the other sprite's positioning, and that's an easy fix. We just need to keep doing this. It's kind of a tedious process, but that's what this is all about. Hey, maybe streaming this all the time will bring me some accountability, and I'll finally end up finishing this game. There are a lot of frames on this animation that I forgot existed. God damn. Okay, now we can have them return to normal. So, yeah, so for the tell a joke move, it's not really that much different from tell a story. The only difference is that he's telling a joke, so we need to make it look like he's telling a damn joke. And that should be fine. 8:55. I need to find where Connor's moves are. It isn't in this. Like I said again, my organization is terrible, so it's going to be in a different place in the skills tab than it is in the animations tab. Because that's just how I work, friendo. All right, so we're just gonna use this as template, and this is gonna be tell a joke. Which can use the same icon. Make an enemy. So before we write this description, actually, I'm gonna have to look and see which states this would actually add and take away. So first of all, this is what I do for a lot of moves. I go through what would this potentially take away. It would take away angry. All this stuff, it would probably take away. Hang on a minute. When an enemy defends, I forget whether they get plus guard or plus defend. They get plus defend. Okay. So this would remove that. So this is literally just like free defense removal. Pretty okay description. What else could it remove though? There are also side things it could remove. Remove state 100. Okay. I don't know if it would remove dangerous. I think that's way I don't know. Because if an enemy's already dangerous, I don't think they're going to be worried about what Connor is talking about. So, alright, yeah. How about this? Let's have it remove good grip so that you can disarm enemies again. That'll be another thing it removes, and it's going to add debuff. And okay, we're gonna add attack debuff. I'd rather just do it by parameter because that's kind of weird. I don't know what the default debuff in RPG Maker is, though. That's the thing. I don't really use this command. We'll test it out. I think 4 or 5 turns a little excessive. Maybe 4 is okay, or 3. I don't think this is gonna be that crazy of a move. Like I'll make it cost like 25 MP or something. And this is going to be the, where is it? All the way down here. Tell a joke animation. Tells a joke. Connor tells a joke. Certain hit. Blah 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 blah. There's no HP damage, so that should be all set. We're gonna have him have this move now. So at level 55, he gets it. Not Cannonball 2. What am I doing? I'm already forgetting where all this shit is. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, like I was explaining earlier, here is the, this is how Conra works essentially. So it'll be skill 141, which if you go into skills list and you go up to 141, it's smack. Okay, yeah, so then skill list, then items. So that's how he works. And we gave him that skill, so now he can test it out. We're just going to boot this right back up, and we're going to test it out on Josephina, who is not even inflicted with any of these status effects, but we're going to test the attack debuff. So we'll do a turn. So, okay, 365. Yeah, that does 0 to Lester. This is an old enemy, that's why. 247. So she's doing like 200, 300. So let's now have Connor use the tell a joke, which, where the fuck is it? Why is it not showing up? Oh, because he's not level 55. Only Monty is. Ay, 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 ay. There we go. Tell a joke. Oops. Yeah, that looks fine. Alright, so now we have the attack debuff going on. And I'm gonna have to change the icon for that. That's fucking weird. But yeah, as you can see, the attack is down. And for any other enemy with more profound damage than that, that's gonna be a lot more profound of a move to use. Better than tell a story, better than tell a good story. Which are, if you don't know, are also other moves Connor has. What was I gonna do? Alright guys, I think I'm all set for the night. I don't think I'm gonna burn myself out. I'll probably come back tomorrow though. As much as I still do want to work on this, I gotta, you know, back off, because if I do too much at once, I'll get super burnt out. But you guys who came and joined and watched, you have a good night. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow for to do some more work.